Let's get this started, shall we? Starting off with my R's, we've got Raging Bull. I paid $5 for it originally, and just watched it for the first time this year, I believe. And I bought it sight unseen and then watched it this year. And it was very good, of course. It's Raging Bull. Everybody, most people have good things to say about this movie. And I have to agree, it's a pretty damn good movie. What can I say? It's a classic. Next up, we've got Raid Redemption. Again, another one I bought sight unseen that I was actually very pleased with. Raid is just an amazing action movie. You can definitely see the raid in Dread and stuff like that, and a lot of action movies that are coming out. Sorry, it's late when I'm doing this. But yes, there's a lot of new action movies that are coming out, and I actually like that because the action in this movie is freaking awesome. As long as they do it right, like they did in this movie, then, you know, no problem. Freaking awesome. And, yeah, quite enjoyed it. I'd say maybe 6 or 7 out of 10. Very good movie. Next up, we got one I picked up for $4 on Black Friday this year. That would be Rain Man Remastered Blu-ray. I have the DVD I mentioned already, and now I have the Blu-ray, the remastered Blu-ray. So, yeah, it's not one that I watch a whole lot, but it's nice to have it in my collection for when I do want to watch it. Next up, we got Ratatouille, which I believe I picked up for like $10 over the summer, or spring maybe at some point. And yeah, it was just a really good deal. And I knew, like Disney movies, you really rarely ever get any good deals on them. So to find it for a good deal, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it because I really like this movie. Very good movie. Very good message as well to that. Next up, we have Rear Window, another classic from Hitchcock. This is the one that really sold me on Hitchcock and made me stop and realize, hey, this guy actually really knew what he was doing, and he's really a great director, great auteur of his time. Obviously, but at the time that I discovered Hitchcock, I was just starting to get into movies, and so yeah, I knew who he existed. I knew who he was. I just didn't know much about him or his movies, and I hadn't seen any of his movies. And I might have seen one or two, but this was definitely one of the first Hitchcock movies that I ever saw, and fantastic movie that has inspired many others, including one that completely ripped it off. Yeah. Anyway, Rear Window, really cool. Disturbia, that's the one that ripped it off, right? Ironically, it being a ripoff, and Shia LaBeouf was the main character. Anyway, yeah. Next up, we have The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under. I really have an affinity for these movies. A lot of people say the art style is lazy or it's not good, and I think, like, no, the art style in this is absolutely intentional, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's just not the style that you're used to. Alright? Let's just get that out of the way. And then every now and then I will start singing the Rescue Aid Society song out of nowhere, just because it's one of those songs that just randomly appears in my head. R-E-S-C-U-E, Rescue Aid Society. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, I really like The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under, and these look pretty damn good on Blu-ray. I would say the one that actually looks better, though, is the sequel, Rescuers Down Under. If I had to say one looked better. Next up, we have the entire Resident Evil movie series. And I will tell you right now that most of these suck. They all range in quality, except for the fourth one, which is like a 3 out of 10 at most. They all range in quality from about 5 to 7 out of 10. But my favorite is Resident Evil Extinction. I've mentioned this in a video about this. I believe I did a video about this for Halloween, talking about some of the movies that I got for Halloween. But yeah. Anyway, Resident Evil Blu-ray collection, all of them right here. Next up we have Revolutionary Road, a movie that a lot of people didn't like, but I thought was fantastic and really shows off Leonardo DiCaprio's acting chops, in my opinion. I got this for like $4 again at one of those sales that they had at Blockbuster a few years before they went out of business. And yeah, really good deal on that, really good movie, so I figured, what the hell. I still need to get some Blu-ray boxes for all of these that I have. So yeah, probably get like a 5 or 10 pack at some point in the near future. Next up we have the Riddick collection, which includes Pitch Black, The Chronicles of Riddick, and The Chronicles of Riddick Dark Fury, the animated short or whatever it is. I can't remember. It's like an episode length feature. It's only on DVD on here, by the way, but yeah, regardless. Very nice to have these on Blu-ray. Really love Pitch Black. It's an amazing movie, and I didn't care as much for Chronicles of Riddick, but I still liked Pitch Black, and they go together. The stories go together well enough that I figured, well, I might as well get the series, the set here on Blu-ray. And since I had those, that this Black Friday for $6.96, I also had to pick up, sight unseen I might add, Riddick. And I really liked this one. If I had to rate them, I'd say I like this one better than Chronicles of Riddick. Very good, kind of in some ways, returns to what Pitch Black was originally. And in other ways, it's still very much, it ties it all together. So there's aspects of it that are part of the Chronicles of Riddick story, and then there are aspects of it that harken back to Pitch Black. I almost said Pitch Black. But yeah, you get what I'm saying here. Really good movie. Glad to have it in my collection. This one I believe I picked up for like $5. The Ring. It's the Americanized version, the American remake. But I actually kind of like this because it's shot in my neck of the woods in the Northwest. And even though it might not, in some people's eyes, be as good as the original, there are certain aspects to this that I like. It's very dark. There's like this... It's one of the first movies I can remember where they have this heavy use of this blue filter, and it just makes everything dark and depressing and bleh. And yeah, but yeah, this is a very good movie, very decent Blu-ray transfer. Well, I wouldn't say very decent, but decent Blu-ray transfer. Next up we have Rise of the Planet of the Apes. As I mentioned in a previous video with the P section, I'm really enjoying these new Planet of the Apes movies. So, of course I have Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I got it at a pawn shop, I believe for $5. It was either like $5 or $7, one of those. But yeah, I don't know why I always remember like the price that I pay for something and not like other things. Why is that something that I remember, but then randomly throughout the day I'll forget I'll be trying to say something and I'll forget a word that I was about to use. That's an extremely common word that I know, and my brain just blocks it out. And they're like, nope. My brain is bleh, stupid. But yeah, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Very cool. It's got the slipcover embossed. Very nice. Next up we have Robin Hood. I think I got this for $4 on Black Friday in 2013. Very funny Robin Hood movie. I had previously seen the Kevin Costner Robin Hood as a child, but I didn't. I also don't remember much about that one, and I don't remember liking that one. But then this one came out, and it was on TV all the time, on HBO and whatnot, when we had HBO at least. And, I just saw it a bunch of times, and it was hilarious from the word go. From the second I saw it, it was just like this hilarious take on the Robin Hood story that I really enjoyed. So, of course, like, both nostalgia and just, tons of fun right here. Mel Brooks, King of Comedy. Well, one of the kings of comedy, I would say. Not like those guys who actually do the Kings of Comedy movies. No offense, but yeah, I wouldn't say you're kings. Anyways, next up we have RoboCop, the remastered Blu-ray of the original RoboCop. Very good movie. I don't even have to say anything about it because it's freaking RoboCop. And the remaster looks absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, if you don't have it already, what the freaking hell, man. Get RoboCop. Last but not least in my R section, we have Rocky. Hey, yo, Adrian. That was the worst Rocky impression ever. But whenever you talk about Rocky, you must invariably, it's a law of nature, you must invariably try your best Rocky impersonation. And of course, another law of nature, you must fail at that impersonation. Anyways, I believe this is one of the earlier releases of Rocky. I don't know if there's a better release out there. I know that there are several other releases of it out there. But yes, I picked this one up earlier in my Blu-ray collection, and I wasn't too concerned about getting the one with the best quality. I just wanted Rocky in my collection. And I believe that I did some research and found that this was, just from what I had seen of like screenshots and stuff, this was the transfer that I wanted from my Blu-ray. I don't know, maybe I was insane. Maybe this is the worst quality transfer of Rocky ever. Which is literally impossible, because that would mean it was worse than the DVD, and come on now. But anyways, those are my R movies. Next up, we'll talk about the S movies, and there are more of them than there were R's. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be a long freaking video. That's what that's going to be. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Peace.